Hey everybody, welcome to your November monthly reading where we are connecting to our 11th chakra. We've been looking at chakras all year long, starting way back in January, and we're on the 11th chakra, almost to the end of the year. I can't believe it. But this 11th chakra is known to more connect our human sphere to the supernatural. They say you access it with your hands and your feet, and the shamans would use the chakra to produce magic and influence the physical world. It's kind of known like for the mind over matter. And we can see how the mind is a significant influence over our physical world, because really we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. So it's that projection, it's how we see the entire world. So for this reading for this month, we're going to be looking at what does spirit want us to know about our mind world. So, of course, we have a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to jump into yours right now. All right, Sagittarians, this is your monthly reading. And if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is actually take a tarot deck, and I do split out the major arcana from the four suits of the minor arcana. And the major arcana represent the general energy for the month, and then we'll talk about the four different minor arcana energies when we get to those. Now this month I am using the Spirit Song Tarot. All the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box below, so if any of them catch your fancy and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right, so we are going to use these. We'll give them a little shuffle here. And we're going to ask just, first of all, of course, what does Spirit want you to know about your mind world? So we'll get the first inklings here, and we, of course, will dive deeper. All right. So for all our Sagittarians, what would you like them to know? All right, that one is the one. And you have the shadow. Normally the devil card in the standard tarot, but I love it that they call it the shadow here, because the shadow is like Capricorn energy. It's ruled by the planet Saturn, which is all about the shaking up of your world, the shaking up of, your beliefs about certain things, wherever Saturn is, showing up in like your birth chart or in the planets, whatever's going on in our astrology. It is about challenging your beliefs about things. And if you do the work and, look at the transformation that happens from that challenge, then there's a reward at the end. And that's what Saturn does for us. Now, we're also going to use the Shaman's Dream Oracle, the 11th chakra. The shamans use this to produce magic and to impact the physical world. So we're also going to see what else they would like you to know overall for the month regarding this challenge of your mindsets. Let's take a look here one more time. All right, so for our Sagittarians, what else would you like them to know, please? Okay. What needs to be connected or disconnected is also what this card is about, so what needs to be disconnected and connected, right? So you stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss, and there's no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer a viable option. You have to act soon, though, or you run the risk of being stuck at the edge of the cliff. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities. But you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you are allowed a breath or two before the leap, so take a bit of time to yourself. Get away for a day or two of contemplation, or even for just a few minutes walk to clear your head. Muster your courage so that you may cross the Skybridge. And Skybridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for a quantum leap. Life believes you are ready, even if you do not agree. Remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparation. Respond with a determined yes, and let the universe take care of the details. You need only hold on to your positive affirmation, and the way will become obvious as you take flight and clear the abyss. Yeah, so that makes sense here. So these thoughts, these beliefs, these mindsets that have been holding you back, keeping you from making a decision, they're saying you don't have to wait for everything to be perfect and prepared and blah, blah, blah. They're reminding me of, people will say, well, no, don't want a child yet. We need to prepare for it. And it's like, you will never be fully prepared for a child. You can ask any parent on this earth and they will say, no, even if you feel you're very, 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 very prepared, there's going to be something. And so it's, okay to plan and have some stuff ready, but you're like, if you want a child, if you want to start a new business, if you want to consider a relationship of some sort, they're, basically saying, take the leap and don't wait for all the preparedness and for everything to be perfect in your mind of how you think it should be, because that's what's changing here. You're letting go and shaking away these old ways of looking at things, these old expectations. We, of course, will dig in more here into all of these. And now the 4 minor arcana suits, they represent 4 different areas of our lives. The first one is the element of fire, which is normally the wand suit in Standard Tarot. This one actually calls them acorns. Like an acorn is a new seed, a new inspiration type of thing. And that is what the energy of the fire is, the element of the wand. It's your drive, ambition, your passion, your inspiration. Also your energy. And so we're going to see what the Creator and Spirit would like you to know around your energy adventure during the month of November around this mind world. So what else would you like our Sagittarians to know, please? Okay, they do want that one. Just scooch those down. And you've got the King of Acorns, optimism and innovation. So the King of Wands, the King of Acorns, is basically the highest energy that you can achieve. It is the card of entrepreneurship. So if it is you wanting to step off on your own, start your own business, this is a big nudge and a big thumbs up for you for November to begin that journey. But it is also representation of your higher self, of the spiritual world, because it's the highest energy that you can achieve with the King, which is the higher realms, right? We're down here in the lower vibrational energy of the physical world, and the higher we go up, the higher the vibration, the clearer the view is from higher vibration, from higher self. You get to see capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love in the higher realms, rather than all the chaos and the fear of losing conditional love down here. So I really feel like with you connecting to your higher self, you get to see the truth. You get to see which of these things no longer serve you, your thoughts and beliefs, and that you're looking for different ones. And then the sky's the limit. The Skybridge is the limit, right? You get to make a leap, and you're not afraid to do so. We're also going to pull cards here from the Divine Guidance cards here. And we'll see what else they want you to know about your energetic adventure for November. And I love these cards. They're fractal imaging, which I call spiritual inkblot tests. So whatever you see in the card is also a special message for you, but I'll also read from her book with what she intuitively picked up from the card. So for our Sagittarians, what else would you like? Okay. Oh, look at that one. Beautiful pinks. Card number 5, the card of change, right? The number of change. And this is about alignment. Again, aligning, right? So this is the beginning of a very powerful shift, both spiritually and energetically. This is a complete connection and alignment of your higher self and your physical self. Okay, like we were saying, sometimes this alignment can cause chaos and confusion, but there's no need to worry or feel alarmed with what is happening in your life right now. Everything is moving into perfect order as your spiritual and physical selves align into perfect balance. Once complete, your daily life will be more in harmony with your spiritual path. Perfect. Yep. So definitely you're coming, it's almost like the Two of Pentacles here, which is the balancing. You're balancing this higher self with your physical world. You're really understanding what your mission is, what your passion is, how you want to go about and do things, and your motivations, etc. behind them. So I do love that for you. And then we move into the element of air, which is normally the Pentacles suit in the Standard Tarot. This one actually happens to call it crystals. And this is your inner energy, and we'll talk about your inner thoughts and your inner emotions here in a moment. This is the only suit that's about the outside world. So it's all the other characters that are on stage with you and all the props, including your body and your possessions and your bank accounts, your jobs, all that stuff in the outside world. So this is what Spirit and Creator want you to know about your physical adventure during the month of November in regards to this mind body, this mind world that we were looking at. So let's take a look here. For our Sagittarians, what would you like them to know about their physical world, please? Okay, nope, none of those, they said. Okay, that's the one there. And you've got the Six of Crystals. Six of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. And the Six of Crystals is all about give and take, letting old, activities in your physical world drop away as you move into new ones. It is the giving and receiving card. Sometimes it's the codependency awareness card, but I don't feel that's for a majority of you here at all. This is really about with you understanding who you truly are and your value. You're opening up to allow yourself to receive, this balancing of giving and receiving. Balancing in the outside world that this card talked about too is really what this energy is about for you. It's you might have this drive to feel like you have to give and give and give and give and give and give and give, but receiving has always been one of those challenging things where you fight over a bill for lunch, all that kind of stuff, because you didn't feel yourself worthy enough, or you had such a challenging exchange rate that you have felt you had to give 100 of something to someone to deserve one back. So with this connection to your higher self, with these understanding and clarification of your thoughts and beliefs about life, you're opening up to allow yourself to receive, which is fantastic. We're also going to pull from the Angels and Ancestors deck and see what else they would like you to know about your physical adventure. One more time. All right. What else for our Sagittarians, please? Okay, they do want this one right here. You've got so you got two. Okay. So you have the Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. I love that. We'll put them right here. And then you also have Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. So I like that for you too. I feel like with receiving, this is both an important card for you here. I feel like this is almost a standalone for you, a specific message for a great amount of you. So if it resonates, you know that this one has to do with you. And I will read from both of these for you here. So you do have the Mirror Guardian. Oh, I think the Guardians aren't back. Sorry. They have them in different sections. There they are. So with the take time to reflect with the Mirror Guardian, it says, take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. Angels accept you just the way you are, even when you are going through a challenging time. They still hold you in the highest esteem. The Mirror Guardian, a female angel looking into the mirror of life, invites you to witness your spiritual strength and beauty, to see yourself as angels do, right? This higher self. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you by your world, your mind world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within, and the mirror guardian helps you recognize that. When this card appears, you're being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. You are a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all of your recent experiences, the challenges that you surmounted, the strengths you've developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. Wow, yeah. That kind of the whole mirror of every relationship in our world and everything that goes on outside of us is this mirror reflection, showing us how we feel about ourselves, because we don't see the world as it is. You know, mentioned in the card here, you know, we see the world as we are, not as it actually is. So as we change on the inside, then that also changes the reflection we're seeing on the outside. And then we're also going to put the Medicine Guardian right here. And let's see what the Medicine Guardian has to say. It's the card right before it. Listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. Healing angels can help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically with their energy, but they can also direct you towards information that will help you return to wholeness. When this card appears, information is being revealed that can help heal an aspect of your current situation, whether that be your health, relationships, or even career. So be alert for this. The Medicine Guardian has a healing wand. This is called something like, it's spelled Caduceus. I'm not going to disrespect it by totally mispronouncing it, but it's called the healing wand, which represents the capacity to heal with the power of will and desire. And there's also a chalice here, which represents returning to a state of wholeness, a state where your cup is no longer full, but overflowing with goodness. And the emerald color of the card represents the healing rays of Archangel Raphael and his healing energies. You're being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you're working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. Wow. I do love that for you as well. Especially the mirror was talking about you recognizing your gifts. So for some of you, this is also confirmation that yes, you do have healing gifts, that if you expand on them and concentrate on them and grow those medicine muscles, it will come to fruition, and you'll be able to use that to help so many people in the world. Next, we're moving into the air element, which is the Suit of Swords in the Standard Tarot. Here they call them feathers. And this is all about your mind. So it's your mindset, your attitude, your expectations, all of those things. And this also, of course, is going to be whatever your mental energy is, what the Creator and Spirit want you to know about that as you go through the month of November. This is about your mind world, so this might have some helpful information here as well. So for our Sagittarians, what would you like them to know about their mental? Okay, their mental adventure. You got the 8 of feathers. Yep, courage. And this is recognizing your thoughts and beliefs that were making you feel limited and bound and small and trapped. And, this is perfect with these cards. that it is all about the movement above that you're ready to move on from those and leave them behind, those thoughts and those beliefs that no longer serve you. So it makes total sense with everything here that you are ready. It's not like you're being forced to leave that stuff behind. You're just tired of doing what you always did and getting what you always got. You're ready for something new and new ways and new results. So you definitely are all in and ready for that as well. And we'll pull from the numerology guidance cards here and just see what else Creator and Spirit would like you to know about your mental adventure. All right, so what else for? Okay. You do have domestic harmony, card number 46, which is the one right before the 47 here. So maybe you're making this mental leap from what you felt was domestic harmony before, and you're changing homes, you're changing domestication. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so this card indicates a time of healing your relationships and your home. So this may relate to a troubled relationship with a child, a family member, an ex or current partner, a house guest, or even a roommate. Could even relate to problems you have had with the actual house itself. Either way, this card has been sent to advise you that your difficulties are being resolved and domestic happiness is within your reach. This card can indicate a time to make a commitment to your present relationship by declaring your love and desire to take things to the next level, right? Next level. It can also reveal a need to commit to your present residence by extending your lease, deciding not to sell, or making the necessary improvements to turn it into your perfect home. Regardless, this card is encouraging you to make a commitment rather than walking away. Remember, there is no such thing as the perfect relationship, family, or home. Domestic harmony can only be achieved with effort, compassion, and compromise. By improving your relationship and your home, you will improve your quality of life. So, perfect for all of this here. You are ready for these changes in relationships, letting old thoughts, old ways, old approaches go. And look at this healing here. Look at the working things out, talking things through, letting go of everything that was attached to who you wanted them to be and how they were supposed to act and blah, 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 and just really get real with your life, right? And then we move into your final suit, which is the water element, and it is the suit of cups in the standard tarot. In this one, they call them shells. I forgot for a moment. So these are the shells. I should have thought of that. Seashells, right? So this is all about your emotional adventure for the month of November that Spirit and Creator would like you to know. So for all our Sagittarians, what would you like them to know? Please? Okay. Nope, not all those. That is just me being slippery butterfingers. All right, here we go. You have the Four of Shells, which is great. Four of Cups in the Standard Tarot, which does mean stable emotions, because think of a four like a huge table with four legs on it. It's a very solid foundation. So you do have emotional stability coming in. It says soul searching, reevaluation. So with all this changing of mindsets, the triggers you had before aren't triggering you anymore. So you do have this emotional stability. Part of this too is that as you connect more to the higher self and the higher world, you are experiencing that unconditional love of that realm more and more and more, which is influencing you. You're realizing that the old ways of thinking, the old ways of doing things didn't make you feel emotionally full. And you're ready for this new love. You're ready to taste more of that. And this is what is happening in your month of November, is you're finding ways to connect to that, to balance the higher realms of unconditional love with the lower realms that are basically of the fear of losing conditional love. So beautiful energies coming in here. And then your final card we're going to pull is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And because it's your final card for this reading, it can still represent what else they would like you to know about your emotional adventure. But because it's the last card, We're also going to allow it to represent a wild card, whatever else the creator would like you to know for the month of November. All right, so for our Sagittarians, what's your final message for them, please? All right, here we go. And you have Beauty, card number 20. A beautiful card. Put that right here. And let's see what a message comes with this one. So beauty is like medicine. So you have medicine mentioned here quite a bit. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. Beauty comes in many forms and we can choose to find it. I love how I look. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. I see beauty everywhere and it raises my vibration. That's like a little affirmation for this card. One of the high needs in the author's life was that of beauty, and she needs to be exposed to what she finds beautiful often to be at her best. And you might find that a strange need, but it's far from uncommon, especially among creatives and artists. Beauty to her isn't lots of makeup or fancy skincare or society's current beauty ideal. For her, beauty is nature and having things she finds beautiful in her environment. She looks around as she writes this and she can see an inky dark clouds racing across a violent sky and the birds riding the wind, and it's beautiful to her. On her desk is a small piece of glass a friend made for her and a small bowl full of summer frangipani. I'm sorry, I probably mispronounced that. Her feet rest on a hand-woven carpet of desert colors, and her toenails are painted a shimmering turquoise, her favorite color. All of these are expressions of beauty to her. They raise her mood. They give joy to her eyes, her heart, and her mind. Everyone can experience beauty every day if they choose to look for it. And I'm going to jump through there. I'm not going to read the entire all these pages here because this is not story time with Bretta Zen. So it says, real beauty is hypnotic, yet in reality has less to do with youth than it does with the spirit coming through the skin. The word charisma comes from the Greek charis and ma, meaning the spirit shining through. Each of us possesses a unique beauty, one that gives us confidence if we recognize it. Each of us is desirable. Each of us is perfectly formed to be what we want to be. But should we become too obsessed by the external, something that is, after all, fleeting, we may become unhappy and chase an ideal that is impossible to uphold. And the companion stone for that is Larimer. So I love that, though, because it is about the balancing of the outside world with the inner, allowing this inner glow to flow out, right? So I do love this changing of how you're perceiving things, of what you perceive as beauty that differs from what everyone says is supposed to be beauty. And just a big transformation and a nice ending and new beginnings for you, opening up to receiving, letting old thoughts and old ways of thinking fall away, whatever's been restricting you and holding you back. And again, if you are considering starting your own business and being an entrepreneur, this card is screaming again, don't forget about me. So I love this for you, all you Sagittarians. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly readings, I also put out weekly energy updates and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, And then also clicking the subscribe button gives you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there is an option for all. And if you click on there, then you'll be notified of any new videos that do come out on this channel. And you also are notified when I'm going live. I know. Doing those things also helps spread the Zen love. And it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like and share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, or subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it does want to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I am very, very thankful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and my recorded personal readings are actually on a sliding price scale, which means you can choose for a reading between 3 different price points, which whatever, of course, is more alignment with your budget. So if you're interested in any of that, that is listed in the description box of this video below. All right, Sagittarians, as you go through this amazing month, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing month. We'll be talking very soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.